Hey besties, I have a new shell challenge. And despite protests from me, we've got curved walls again. But the good news is it is technically a tiny home. It's a tiny shell. And this is what it looks like. Here's the first floor. We've got a curved wall and a diagonal. And here is the second floor. We have another curved wall and just some weird stuff going on there. And even with these challenges, this is in fact one of my favorite builds I've ever done. So let's just get into the speed build. So we are returning to the sarahkendalll cinematic universe with sarahkendalll 12. And you may think this is your 12th shell challenge. It's not. Real ones know this is not. This is actually my 14th shell challenge because one time we had a Halloween themed shell and one time we had a snowflake themed shell that I named differently. Not that it even really matters that much, but it's just a fun little fact, fun little Sarah lore for you. And I feel like I record these and I always forget like the most important information. So tours are going to be this Sunday, February 12th. We actually already did a day of tours over on Twitch. It's just taken me a while to get this speed build out, but we will be doing a full day of tours on February 12th on my Twitch channel at 12 p.m. Eastern. And if there is demand, if there's enough people that want another day of tours, more than happy to do that as well. And my Twitch channel is of course linked in the description. I stream 4 times a week over there. I would love to see you. We just hit 24K yesterday and I really want to hit 25,000 followers by my birthday, which is March 18th. So make sure you follow if you're not already. But enough about that. I was kind of going like eco vibes for this. Of course, I love an eco modern build. You know me. And I also love the eco lifestyle walls. It's been so long since I've used those. I feel like I used to use them all the time. And then one day was just like, no, I can't use those anymore. I always use those walls, but they made a return. They made a return. And I did use some CC in this. As you can see, I did the like kind of vaulted windows or like, is that what you called angled windows? Whatever they are called technically. Those are from the organic pack by Felix and Harry. And I'll link my CC list. I have a Google Doc that just has links to a bunch of my CC that I have in my game if you're interested in that. Yeah, the basic rules of a shell challenge: don't change any of the walls, don't add floors, but you can add like balconies if you want. You can change the wall height, you can rotate the shell as a whole like any way that you want on the lot. For mine, you can use all packs, and if you use CC, it has to be on that list that I'll put in the description. And that's just like to make things easier for touring so that random items aren't removed. I can see, you know, everything you meant to be in the build and they don't get replaced with like the random items that the game will replace it with. Jeez Louise. And our first day of tours was fantastic. I really loved seeing everyone be so creative. Shell tours are truly like my favorite kind of streams to do because of that. Everyone is so creative and everyone has a different vision. I think we saw like a karaoke bar and then some people choose to do houses. Like it's all so cool. And yeah, I love these speed builds as well because, you know, we like to have a little chat. We like to chat a little bit. How's everyone's day going? How is everyone's week going? Comment what time you're watching this. I'm hoping to have it up by like 5 p.m. Eastern today because that's when the Nintendo Direct is on. Let me know, is there something you're looking forward to this week? I am looking forward to filming another YouTube video idea that I have, but I told myself I'm not going to film it until the speed build is out because I wanted to have this out last week, but life gets in the way. But I have a really fun idea for my next challenge and I'm really, really excited. I don't know if someone's done it before. I don't think I've seen someone do it before, but then again, it's like, especially with Sims build challenges, it's like normally someone somewhere has done it before because The Sims as a whole has been around for so long, and especially now The Sims 4 has been around for so long. This is going to be the 9th year in September. The Sims 4 will be 9 years old, which is wild to think about. When did everyone start playing The Sims? Like The Sims in general, or is The Sims 4 your first game? I started playing The Sims when I was a kid. I played The Sims 2 and 3 a lot. I was just talking about this with my Twitch chat. I was 7 years old when The Sims 2 came out. I don't really have memories of playing The Sims 1. I fully might have played The Sims 1, but like I don't have a lot of memories of that if I did. But I really remember The Sims 2 and 3 and just being so obsessed. And I actually played a ton of The Sims free play. When I was like in middle school and high school, I kind of like stepped away from PC games just because we didn't really have like a gaming PC in my house, but we had an iPad and I played The Sims free play so much on my iPad. It has changed so much. I actually just got a new iPad last year and I was like, let me check out The Sims free play. What's it like now? So I checked it out a little bit. It definitely has changed since I played it. I actually do remember I briefly played The Sims 3 for a bit on my Nintendo DS, and I think I found the game the other day. I say the other day as if this literally wasn't 2 years ago, but The Sims 3 for DS was so different. Like I'm pretty sure the land grabs, like one of the land grabs had like black hair and was like emo. I was like, that's interesting. That's different. That could be a fun video, like revisiting old Sims games. And I do remember at one point, let me know if I'm like hallucinating this, but couldn't you at one point play The Sims 3 on mobile? There was like a mobile version of The Sims 3. It was nothing like the actual game, but I think there was a game, I'm pretty sure there was like Sims 3 but for mobile, but it wasn't Sims free play. It was different. And it's not what Sims Mobile is now because that's different too. Like I so specifically remember playing like on my phone, or no, my iPod Touch. I didn't have like a smartphone until my senior year of high school. Anyway, enough enough about old Sims games. I truly could probably talk about this forever. Oh, I also played My Sims a lot too. My Sims on Wii, I was obsessed with that. I was so in love with that game. I don't know what it was. But let's chat a bit about the build now. So as you can see, we are probably in the kitchen where we're looking at here. It took me so long to decide the layout. I think I was live on Twitch and TikTok when I was building this. I was getting recommendations left and right. People were like, put the stove here, put the sink here, but no, actually put the sink there. And I was like, okay, whatever you say. And then after all of that, I think you might see, I might even change up at some point because I was reorganizing my CC folder. I wanted to kind of like clear out a bunch of like extra stuff that I felt like I hadn't never used. And part of it was like the counters that I used here. And I was so mad because I actually love these counters and I don't think I really intended to delete them from my CC folder. So I had to like go back in the footage, figure out what counters I had used, and then I had to like redo the kitchen. So I think we might end up with a different sink or a different stove or something at some point. And if you do attempt this shell, let me know what you think of like the layout, because once I figured out the layout that I was doing, I felt like it came together super nicely and I was really satisfied with it. But a lot of people in my Twitch chat were saying that this was a pretty difficult layout to figure out, especially if you wanted to add stairs. I definitely took the easy way out with the ladders, and I was so impressed with anyone that could add stairs to this. I don't know how I would have done that. But we do have ample seating, especially my idea for who lives here is like a boho hippie vegan couple kind of vibe. I initially wanted to do a living area with a couch like downstairs as well, but I ended up deciding against that just because I felt like the curved couch really would have worked, but then I was like, where do you put the TV? It just, I don't know. So what I ended up doing was making it kind of a little office space. It actually turned out so cute in my opinion. I specifically designed like behind the desk to be like a cute little Zoom background or streamer background, whoever they are, but a really cute spot to work from home. The light comes in beautifully on there. And yeah, I always try and stop myself from saying sentences or ending sentences with, and so yeah, and yeah, but I do end up doing it and I apologize. I also say so much, but I feel like if you're just a YouTube watcher, you probably wouldn't know that because I cut out like every breath, unless the has like dramatic effect. I keep going on these tangents. You know what I was thinking about the other day? That one speed build where I ranked the new emojis that came out. I don't know the last time I ranked the new emojis that came out or rated the new emojis. I don't know, rating, I don't know. But when was the last time we got new emojis though? You know what I do really like, speaking of emojis? This one that's up for approval. It's like a shaking face. You know what it's like? It's like the Mr. Krabs meme where Mr. Krabs is like that. It's like that one. Sorry, I don't know if that was descriptive. I'll hopefully find a picture of the emoji for you to put on the screen. Enough about that. I feel like we should be talking about like gaming and The Sims. Oh, we could talk about the new pack. How do we feel about the new pack? How are we feeling? I did post my like trailer reaction, trailer in-depth review. I'm excited. It does come out 2 days before my birthday, which is really exciting, but also my birthday is like 38 days away. So that's still a really long time. I don't know why they do it because they've done it with the past few expansions too, that they just announce them super early, like over a month before. And I'm just like, what's the benefit of that? I don't mean like, what's the benefit of that? Like in a negative way, like genuinely, I don't know what the benefit of that is. I don't have a marketing degree. I guess it's to build hype, but sometimes I feel like, especially in today's society, when people have like such short attention spans and are just always about like new, I feel like it's almost too long in that way. I definitely think you can build hype, but we still have like just under a month until even the live stream of it. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. Also, I feel like I should go a little bit more in depth about what I said in that video, which is why is it called Growing Together? I don't like the name Growing Together. I think the pack looks fantastic, but we already have Get Together. We have GT. We have Get Together. And now we're just growing together. Like, I feel like it's not unique enough, which is funny because I think I would have liked it better if it was called like Family Living or Family Life. That doesn't make any sense either because that's not unique because we have Eco Living, Island Life Living, Lifestyle, Eco Lifestyle. I don't know what any of these packs are called. I was building a house in Granite Falls yesterday and I called the pack, I called Outdoor Retreat, like get outside, go to outside. Like I don't know. I think what was happening is that I was trying to say Granite Falls, so I knew what should come out of my mouth would start with G. Then my brain switched and I wanted to say the name of the pack. So I just got confused and I was like, get out, outdoors, outside, outdoor retreat, outside retreat. So that's how that happened. That was pretty funny though. But yeah, we were building a house. We were building a cute little like mountain home. HGTV gives away a home like 3 times a year and I always build them in The Sims, but I never finish them. And it's kind of like a running joke at this point. Every time there's a new one, we're like, haha, there's a new new house for me to like build but never finish. But this one is in Colorado and it's like a mountain home. It's actually really pretty, and that's what we were building yesterday. And we were building it in the Granite Falls world. I actually really liked it there. But speaking of never finishing builds, I'm gonna be doing a charity stream, I believe, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that. And I think one of the fun things that I am gonna do is like just do a couple streams, do a couple building streams. It's just like in those couple streams, we're just gonna be trying to go through, power through, finish every build, or at least every HGTV build that I have not ever finished, because I've never finished a single one of them. Like, it's bad. I think I almost finished one last year. I was like, we just had to do the outside. I never got around to it. So stay tuned for that. Of course, once again, all links down below. Oh, and here's the time where I ask you what kind of build challenges you might want to see in the future. I do have in my mind, I'd like to do every room as a different music genre. One of you suggested that, and it's a really good idea. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I saw someone suggest every room, like people have suggested every room is a different country and every room is a different state. I don't know the logistics of that, because obviously there are so many countries and so many states, but I'm going to be putting that one on the back burner until I like think about it more, think about how that would actually work in the game, and obviously want to be respectful of everything as well. I don't want it to seem too novelty or like making fun or stereotypical, anything like that. Didn't really know what to do with the rooftop here. It is like kind of a weird size. I had like two kind of ideas. Either it's a nice like chill sitting area, or we do like a garden plant area. And I went with the sitting area because I wanted to do kind of a full on garden eco vibes area in the backyard, which I end up loving. That's probably why this is one of my favorites. The only thing I have to tell you though, don't perceive the wood swatches too much in this build, just because not every wood swatch is gonna match every other wood swatch. And that's okay. We can do our favorite hobby, which is pretending we do not see. And I did actually move it to Evergreen Harbor just because I felt like it was more fitting there, even though in this specific neighborhood, the style of the home doesn't really match the style of the other homes, but that's okay. We did a grill in the back. We do a little like dining area. I think I add a fire pit, but yeah, this is where you have to start not paying attention to the wood swatches. Just say, oh, that's nice and warm and welcoming. There's so much like wood, earthy tones. It's actually been so long since I've played in Evergreen Harbor. I think one of the reasons that I didn't build in Evergreen Harbor for so long because there was this glitch that made it look like it was underwater. I don't know if you remember that. And I just haven't played there for a while because a lot of times I'm not specifically doing the eco lifestyle gameplay, like doing the make your neighborhood greener, keep your neighborhood green kind of stuff. So like if I want to live in the non-green world, I guess I could just cheat it to be like healthier or whatever. Also, I do live in one of the most polluted like regions in the US. So maybe I don't want to live that in my Sims life as well. I do remember when that pack came out though, I was like, yes, the representation. But at the end of the day, I'm like, oh man, do I really want to live this in The Sims 2? Maybe that's why I really love like eco builds and stuff. I mean, I know that's literally why I majored in like environmental studies and political science and like was very involved with environmental activism. But now I'm like, now that I'm like a simmer as my job, is that why I like doing the eco builds? I don't know. But either way, we're having a good time. I was trying to cover up the weird little like part of the patio that like the tiles wouldn't cover up because of the curved walls, but it is what it is. I love that we got to add some chickens too. They're so cute. I think all that is left is just some landscaping that I add here. So let's pop into the game and take a final look at this build. Oh, yeah. So here is what we are looking at. It does look kind of like empty in the world here, but we will focus on the build. So here it is from the outside, and we're going on in here, and we have our kitchen with the open shelving and our little dining area over there. And then on the other side here, we kind of have our office space. I think it's adorable. And then you come up the ladder here. This is what you see on the second floor. And I really wanted to show off that skylight there. Would the sun come right in your eyes when you're waking up? Maybe. And curved wall roofs / ceilings are always going to do this, but ignoring that, here is our bathroom and there's the sink area. Here is our little rooftop lounge. And back here we have the grill, the picnic table, the fire pit, the farm plots, the bug boxes, the apiary, the chickens, the bird feeders. It has everything you could ever want. It does look a little weird on the back there with no windows, but you know our favorite hobby is pretending we don't see it. But I hope you like this build. The shell is on the gallery, hashtag sarahkendalll12, and the tours are going to be the 12th of February at 12 p.m. Eastern over on Twitch. Make sure you're following there. Make sure you follow on TikTok. If you liked this video and you want more Sims builds, make sure you give this video a like. Please subscribe to my channel. We are so close to 50K. It would really help me out. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what's up. And other than that, have a wonderful rest of your day and a lovely tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!